Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Refugee as recorded by Tom Petty on guitar. Now, if this is the first video in this series you've seen, I'm posting a brand new song lesson for every single song on this classic Tom Petty Greatest Hits compilation album, and this is episode number 5. Track number 5 is Refugee. I'm going to break down the entire song for you, and I'm even going to show you that opening solo as well. But real quick, before we dive into it, if you're new to the channel and you haven't downloaded my fretboard guide yet, you're going to want to grab this first at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and the 5 scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And this works for any style of music, and it works for any key on the guitar. And I want to give it to you completely for free. All you got to do is go to johnmcclennan.com/fretboard guide, or use that first link down below and you can download it right there as my gift to you. Hope you enjoy that, and with that said, let's break it down. All right, so we're going to start off with the main progression here, and this is how the tune kicks off. It's used for the intro and also the chorus. Let me play it for you. So I'm using 3 chords here. The first one is an F sharp minor. Now this is a bar chord here on the 2nd fret. I'm playing 2, 4, 4, then 2, 2, 2. There, that's the F sharp minor. And I like to double stack my fingers here just for a little extra barring power. And that's gonna be our first chord. Then from there, we're gonna go to an A chord. Now I play this A just with 1 finger, so I almost just bring that index down. I'm gonna play the middle strings here. Open, 5th string, then 2, 2, 2. And I'm muting the 1st string, and then I'll also not play that low E string. So it sounds like this. So that's the A chord, and then the final chord is E. And here we'll just play a standard E chord. We're going to use all 6 strings. Open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. Now the chords are going to flow in that order. They're going to go F sharp minor to A to E, and then we're going to repeat. We'll go back to F sharp minor. Now rhythmically, we're going to play them like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So we're starting on that F sharp minor, and we're going all the way for that first measure until the and of 4. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. We're changing not on the downbeat, but on the syncopation there on the and of 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Then we'll let that ring over until beat 3 of that next measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on beat 3 is when we go to that E chord. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and that's our progression. So it's just 2 bars long. Now you may have noticed that I was adding a little bit in between there. I did this cool kind of bass line that you hear the guitar do. So what that is I'm playing 1, 2, breaking up the chords. So I'm strumming kind of the bass strings and then the treble strings. 1, 2. Then I'm gonna go and add these 2 notes between the F sharp minor and the A chord. Here I'm playing the 2nd fret of the low E to the 4th fret, then I go to the A chord. So it's 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Again, making sure that we get to that A chord on the and of 4. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Then we'll strum on beat 2, 2. Then we'll switch to the E chord, and we'll do that same thing, kind of breaking up the strings. So I'll strum lower strings, then higher strings. So all of that together would sound like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and repeat. So as I said, that's going to be played for the intro and the chorus. So from there, there's this lead guitar that comes in on top and plays this. Love this opening solo. It's a great just example of Mike Campbell's tasty licks and leads that he would play, behind Tom Petty. So here we're gonna start on the note F sharp. We're gonna slide into that 4th fret on the 4th string. Then we're gonna walk up G sharp A, that's the 1st fret, and 2nd fret on the 3rd string. Then we're gonna do a bend on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, bring it up, and then bring it down. Then go back to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then back to that F sharp note, 4th fret of the 4th string. So far I've got. It's got a real strong rhythm as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then we continue with a similar line, but we go higher. So that walks up the same way. 4, 1, 2. Then we're gonna go 4, 2 on the 3rd string. Then you can do a hammer-on into this, I call this the launching point lick. It comes from the blues. I first learned it from T-Bone Walker, but here we're bending up the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and then go to the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, 2nd fret of the 1st string, then slide 5 to 7 on the 2nd string. So that's going to that note F sharp, the root note. Again, remember our chord is going to that F sharp minor, so it's gonna sound great resolving there. So the second half goes. Here it is, all put together with the rhythm. All right, from there we go into the verse and Tom Petty comes in singing. Now here we're essentially playing that same progression, the F sharp minor to the A to the E. We're just gonna kind of mellow it out a little bit, and I'm not gonna play the walking up bass line. I'm just gonna go. I might roll my volume back just a little bit to kind of clean up the tone and play that for the verse. Then from there we go to the pre-chorus, and that sounds like this. Then we're into the chorus there. So this is just a 4-bar section, and we're gonna play 2 new chords. The first one is a D. Here I'm playing just from the 4th string down, open, 2, 3, 2. Then go to a B chord. This is a bar chord on the 2nd fret. We're gonna start on the 5th string and play 2, 4, 4, 4. I use a bar there with my pinky. You could use your ring finger. Either way is cool. So those are gonna last 2 bars each. So we're basically just gonna strum 1, 2, 3, 4, let it ring, and then B, 2, 3. Now if you want, you can build and start adding some more strums. I'm just doing all downs there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and don't have to live like a refugee. Then we're into the chorus there. Now the chorus goes back to just that same intro progression, but here I would add back in that bass line, so. All right, after that, there's just one final section you've got to learn, and that's the bridge. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're back to, of course, that main progression there. So the bridge starts on an E chord, and each chord lasts 2 bars. We're gonna go E, 2, 3, 4, stay there, 2, 3. Then we'll go to A, then D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, then back to E. Here we can build back, then back to the main progression there. So essentially, I'm just kind of letting the chords ring out mostly, but I'll add some eighth notes in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just continue that through the progression, then go back to the main progression, the F sharp, A, E, and that's how the tune fades out just on that main progression. So take your time with those sections and mixing in the lead, and then when you're ready, try to string it all together and play along with the recording. And to help you even more with this, be sure to grab my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to map out the entire fretboard. And when Mike Campbell is taking that solo, like what we learned for the beginning of this lesson, all of that is coming out of what you call your minor scale. And you can learn this on the page that I'm going to give you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click the first link down below. So hope you enjoy that. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you in another video real soon.